Alrighty. Popping out the chat. What's up, guys? Let me know how all the volume is, if the mic is too loud or too quiet, and if the game volume is too loud or too quiet. We can adjust those as we go along. We have a big update out for Master of Command. We have a Steam Workshop. The patch notes are here, which you can check straight on the game page. We've got a modding guide with all these new mods. We've reworked the difficulty system. We've improved the AI behaviors. I've created some new maps that we put in the game as well. We've done some updates to the campaign side of things, updated some of the pathfinding, improved some of the encounters, reworked a lot of the army doctrines and compositions and refined them. Some of these changes are going to be a little controversial, but I think when you do get used to them, I think you'll like them. You might not like all of them at first. I think one that's particularly controversial is my blue shield army change. But you can read more about that in the patch notes. I've improved grenades a little bit, fixed some battle bugs, improved the artillery. I think the solid shot should be better, and the canister shot is worse, because I was noticing a lot of players were getting thousands of kills with canister and not killing anybody with solid shot, so I wanted to kind of balance that out. Improved a lot of the cavalry. The light cavalry is especially better. Open Order is balanced out a little bit. I don't think they got that debuffed, honestly. It's just that you can't really exploit them anymore, and you can't stack items in a way that like reduces all their damage taken. We've improved a lot of the ammo types that you can use, improved some of the officer traits, some of the pricing in the game for the items and the units, improved some of the achievements, quality of life features, all kinds of stuff. I won't go through everything, but made a lot of changes there. I think you'll like them. And I am going to check out the Steam Workshop, and if anybody wants to, we can look through and choose a mod or two. We can even stack them and play with some of the mods that have already been made. Looks like somebody just posted one with richer shops. That's cool. So, we have some cool options here. And we can check out whatever we want to. Looks like my mod is the most popular right now. My 1-to-1 unit scale. It kind of ruins the AI a little bit, but it is cool seeing the 1-to-1 units, which is neat. But yeah, I guess the mods we could play with, we could either go vanilla and just play one of the updated armies. I think the Russians got some updates, the French got some updates, especially like the King's Household here. The Austrians got a little bit of updates. Just to quickly go through, I think the British, the drilling in the game is improved, so you can drill these guys a lot better. Hanover has this new bonus about combat effectiveness in command radius, which is quite cool. So you have to keep your troops in command radius to get a combat effectiveness bonus. The subsidy troops have cheap item slots. You can stack and make really powerful units and have a small elite army. The Hungarians got a buff to their light cavalry charge, and their light cavalry are faster, and they have more men, so they're a lot more powerful. The Russian Mirror at War got improved, so you now get casualty restoration and an extra surf recruit, so they're more powerful. The Cossacks steal more money when they raid now. Their buff has been updated, and all of the Cossacks now have larger units. So the Cossacks are also more interesting. The Lower Rhine has a little bit more melee, but it only affects infantry now. And the Light Corps got an extra cavalry unit. And the King's Household has a new bonus about cavalry melee damage received. So they're kind of like armored knights. They take less melee damage, and that's pretty cool. If you're curious about where to find the game, I'll send a link into the chat. It's called Master of Command. This is our game that we made. And this update is now live. And so I can check any of these out if you guys would like me to. Or we can play with a mod. And some of the mods are pretty cool. We've got faster battle speeds. We'll probably use that. I think that'll be nice. All nations' recruits are recruitable. That's neat as well. Random patrols. This just adds random patrols in. Here's one of my favorite mods, which I think is quite funny. Naked and Afraid. Start with 1 recruit and no resources. So you're just starting completely bare bones, and you just have to try and make it... Oh, just try and make it work. So I think that one's pretty cool. There's also the Cossack Rebellion mod, and this is very interesting. He added a whole custom faction, so I actually want to show you this kind of, I guess it's kind of like a mini overhaul mod, honestly. It adds like a whole new theme I'll show it off real quick. And then I'll show off the Naked and Afraid mod. That one's also pretty funny. Is Africa in the game? Africa is not in the game. It is just focused in Europe. Here is the mod about the Cossack Rebellion. And check it out. You have a whole rebellious serfs. It's not a Cossack Rebellion, really? What is it? Pugachoev's Rebellion. I actually don't know anything about the rebellion. The Ural Cossacks and the serfs. So it's Cossacks and serfs that are rising up. It's more like a peasants' rebellion, isn't it? Does anyone want to correct me? It's a peasant rebellion? Yeah, exactly. Okay. So this is a peasant rebellion mod, and it's pretty cool. You have unique units that got added to it, which is really cool. And so that one's neat. He even put in a custom map, which is very cool. And then the Naked and Afraid mod, I'll show what that looks like. Load this mod, and then we'll reset. There we go. Can you add Sweden? I think Sweden's on our list for next year. To add in next year. When is the Reichsarmee update going to be released? I think it is going to be end of December, but before Christmas. And then here's our Naked and Afraid mod. You get 1 unit for any composition you want to try. And no resources, no money, nothing, no officers. This is kind of an interesting theme, or interesting start. So yeah, do you want to go vanilla and just try out like the new update? Do you want me to try out the Naked and Afraid mod, or do you want me to do the Russian Peasant Rebellion mod? Those are kind of our 3 options, I think. Sorry, I have a few people messaging. Just making sure nothing is wrong, and it looks like it isn't. Peasant Uprising, Rebellion. I'll put it up for a vote. Which playthrough? And then the... Or the Naked and Afraid mod. There we go. Artillery rounds, why do they always hit the back of the formation where they do more damage hitting the front? Yeah, that is just... I think there's just a math calculation that's wrong. That ends up targeting the back a lot. And we looked into it a little bit. We couldn't fix it immediately. It would take a little while to fix it. And so we had other things that we had to work on. It's more of a visual thing than anything else. It doesn't massively impact the amount of damage that you're doing. Alright, let's do the Peasant Rebellion mod. I think that one does sound fun. It's cool it adds all these new units. I'm very curious to try it out. I think he even... I don't know if he updated it today, but he built another unit tree for it. So we've got 2 unit trees to play with for it. On what side will the Holy Roman Empire be? The HRE, the Reichsarmee, is on the side of Austria, France, and Russia. And that'll be in December. And I'll also stream that when that's done. But yeah, we've got faster battle speeds. We've got the Rebellion. We could also put on random patrols, immobile HQ. I don't want to do that. I don't think we need to put any of these on, honestly. I think these are fine. So let's go with our rebellious serfs. We get accuracy, a horse, some alcohol, horseshoes, and crosses. Okay. And for difficulty, this is a new screen. Do we want Brigadier, Marshal, or Colonel? What do you guys want? The Colonel is no modifiers. Brigadier doubles the enemy regiment sizes and adds a bunch of debuffs, and then Marshal stacks on harder enemy units, and it doubles them, and a bunch of other stuff. So we can go with either of these. I'm fine to try out any of them. What are you guys feeling? Does the game support adding extra languages? I think you can mod them in, yeah. I think you can. You want Brigadier or Marshal? I'll let you guys vote which difficulty do Brigadier or Marshal. All right, let's see. I can do either of them. I'm not opposed to doing either of these. So you let me know what you'd rather see. Seems like it's Brigadier. At least someone will playtest my mod. Oh, it's you, Raspel. Well, we're playing your mod. Raspel, is your update out with the new unit tree, or do I only have the one unit tree? I was hoping you got the other one done, because it looked cool. Alright, we're going Brigadier. And we're gonna do Raspel's mod. It's my, just ignore the console command. Oh wow, did you make unique units for this too, dude? Are these like all unique units you made? That's kind of nuts. How did you do all this in such little time? You made them loud. The backgrounds are much better to look at, by the way. I prefer the darker color. Unit tree, yes. Composition, no. Oh, well, that is so cool. I'm excited for the unit tree. What's the unit type called? We have the Rebel Serf, and then what's the other tree? Factory Serfs. Let's see. So Factory Serfs have 45 morale, or I go Rebel Militia with less. And if I go down here, well, let's see where they end up. This guy ends up with 60 morale as opposed to 60, so same thing. Better melee and charge. This guy's a little slower and accurate, and he's accurate. Well, I think this guy's just better. Charge is higher. And he costs less, I think. Charge is higher. Melee's the same. Stamina's better. Speed is better. Size is the same. Accuracy is better. Yeah, this is the factory line is the best way to go. And it's a little cheaper. So that is the way to go. Let's take a look at the Cossacks he built. 666, okay. Don is 60 morale. Let's see the size on him. 800, 800, 800. So they're all big. 45 charge, 30 melee. 40, 35, 30, 30. So he's kind of even. Who's the fastest? Don looks like the best because he's got good stats, good morale. He can't shoot. Okay, so you go Don for charging and moving. And you go Orenburg for shooting if we want some shooting cav. And what the hell's the Yike Cossack do? He's kind of just worse a little bit. I'm not to criticize your mod at all. I'm min-maxing a little bit. So I'll go Don for charging, Orenburg for shooting, and then we want to go down the factory line. And then some artillery if we need it. Okay. And we've got these Rebel Serfs. Do we have any new flags or anything? No new flags. Which flag? Okay, we use the Russian flags. Gotcha, gotcha. I like the flags the way they are. I might just change their color. So we have 2 infantry serfs. And we'll call these guys the... Do you guys want to have the units named after you? What is it in Russian? It's like 1YA. Like, if you were to do the word first, like that, it's like, in Russian, it's 1Y. First musketeer. So 1Y. How about second? Third? Okay. So we'll do like 1Y. And then who would like this unit named after them? You've got to have a nice name, though. I don't want, like, I don't know, Potato 69 or something like that. Give me, like, the name of your commander. Just, like, something that sounds at least somewhat realistic, I guess. Like Marco is at least a name. Someone give me a name and then I'll name a unit after you. And you can suggest a color as well. A color that you want. So a name and a color. And I'll name some units after you. Rasputin blue. Okay, perfect. And then we'll go blue. And on the coat color, I like the green lining. That's cool. We'll go light blue for that. I'll keep the rest of them the same. I like the black trousers as well. Can we do like two different flag patterns here? Like that. And then the second one can be a lighter blue like that. That's cool. I like that. All right, who's our next one? Ivan Red. All right. 2Y Ivan Surfs. And they'll be red. There, I like that. Ivan's gonna have red trousers as well. I think that'll be cool. And then we'll make him red and black. I think that's pretty cool. And then who else? We have Marco. Marco Cossacks doesn't sound right. It sounds too Italian though. Sergey. We'll do a Sergey Cossacks. 3Y. 4Y. Vasily Cossacks. Vasily yellow. I like that. We'll give him yellow trousers and maybe like a red hat like that. And then we'll give this guy Sergey, I think said was green. That's cool. And then we'll do green trousers. And then the top of the hat can be green like that. There we go. There's our Russian peasant rebellion. We'll get the horseshoes. And then these are just regular Cossacks, right? Yeah. So we can upgrade them wherever we want to go. Charge and morale. We could probably ultra stack Sergey. And Rasputin will make shooting. Movement speed. Let's do charging for Sergey. And then, actually, you know what? He looks calm. Sergey looks kind of calm with the calm green, right? So he's going to be movement. And then Vasily looks a little aggressive. We're going to make him charge. So he gets alcohol for charging and then the cross, or the cross pendants. I think that'll be cool. No problem with critiques. I didn't concentrate on stat balancing, so it needs to be improved. Yeah, no problem. Oh, this I love, though, dude, that you created new uniform elements. That's incredible. You even did more hairstyles? That's so cool. Did you do more faces? I don't think so, but I don't think you needed to. No, the faces are good. That's crazy that you added all these new uniforms. That's awesome. I like this. All right, and what's our map look like? We've got the Russians in a lot of different areas. I love that you renamed the regions, too. That's so cool. I don't know how the hell you did all this. This must have been so much work. So we get the Merry Hunters, who is light infantry, which is pretty cool, or line infantry, or light cav, Cossacks. I think more Cossacks would be fun. And item sale profit, so selling items is better. I kind of like protecting ESET. We get to do encampments and convoys. Yeah, that's the way to go. All right, we're in. Campaign begins, and let's go straight to the supply cache. What do we need? Manpower, ammo, or food? Probably manpower for charging a lot. That's what I imagine. What's our bonuses, by the way? We get reservists daily. Really? If I wait a day. Oh, that's pretty damn cool. 50 reservists a day is a little overpowered, but I'll take it. Artillery costs. That's cool, too. So we don't need the manpower. Probably need the food, because food consumption is 37. So I'll take the provisions and face this army at the Battle of Stepanaya. It is honestly very impressive, man. Raspel, I'm very, very appreciative you made this, and I'm very impressed. I think you did an excellent job. I'm excited to load in and check out. I'm hoping it works. Okay, yeah, it works. I'm excited to check out my units. So we've got the Rasputin Serfs with the blue that we customized on them. That's neat. If you use a mod, can you get achievements? You can get achievements with mods. So if you want to cheat, you can cheat, no problem. We decided not to interfere. Oh, look at these guys. Ivan. Ivan looks a little scary, doesn't he, with the black and red? Is this a mod or an update? This is both. This is a mod as part of the update, so you can find this in the workshop. If anybody else wants to try this new mod, it's really cool. I will put a link right here, and you can check it out. Just leave him a little compliment. There we go. And look, we got our cool green Sergei Cossacks with better move speed. And then we've got our aggressive Vasily Cossacks with the red trousers. Actually, we did yellow trousers, red hat. So we're going to put Vasily on the right and Sergei on the left. And then we've got our general. Oh, he even did a uniform for the general. That's so cool. You even customized that. Wow. All right, let's do it. And we've got our officer. That is awesome. Someone could definitely make like an American Revolutionary War mod or an 1812 mod or more nations. If someone did this in a week, I can't imagine like what people are going to be doing like a year from now. Can you imagine that? I'm sure there could be like a Napoleonic mod or something. Or oh my god, if someone made a Civil War mod, I would lose it. I would lose it at a Civil War mod, man. I would love that. It'd be so cool. This is one of my new maps, by the way. The enemy's got to cross this river, and then we'll set up on the hill. I could rush up to the fence. I think that'd be nice. I'm going to run up there, and then I'll have the hill and the fence. And then I've got my Cossacks in the flanks. And we are playing on Brigadier, so that means the enemy is bringing extra units against us. Our Cossacks are moving forward. Are they running? Let's walk them a little bit. I don't want to wear them out. How's the stamina on these guys? 40 stamina, 40. What's a surf recruit? 35, 35. So I think our stamina is better on our recruits. So we can sprint a little bit. What's our starting? We get a starting bayonet and a worn musket. Okay. And then what do these guys get? Worn sabers. So we've got to upgrade the Cossacks too when we can. Okay. Vasily's on the right. And I've got the higher speed mod. I think it's enabled, so we can actually fast forward this section here. There we go. All right, they are worn out, and I'm getting shot at. So hopefully I can return fire in a sec. I've got some cover. What do we want to do? I guess we can go over here. Does using mods disable achievements? It does not. So if you want to cheat and get achievements, you totally can. That's all right. We decided to let people keep that. They've got Cav, but it's stuck in the marshes. You can see how slow it is in that marsh. So we can charge safely. And they're stuck over there. Look at that. Oh, fuck. Yeah, look, they cannot get there in time. They're firing with their carbines. I could probably pull out and bait them. I'll hold fire and adjust my line and retreat. And then as that cavalry comes in, I can shoot them. There we go. And so I'm holding fire and turning off volley fire, so that lets them shoot when they're ready. And they've held their fire, and the moment these guys come in, we're going to start taking aim. There we go. Alright guys, rush to position. I've drawn them in. I've got my general here to inspire them with morale. No one's reloaded in time, so that plan didn't really work. They changed targets. I'm going to go hit them on the side then while they're distracted. There we go. Bring the general in, make sure they're doing okay. How's the left flank doing? It looks like these guys are over here. I'll kind of pull them in with Sergei a little bit. Let's pull them in there. And Rasputin is going to move up. Let's rush them forward. And Vasily will go back. Cool. These guys are a little tired, I think, so we're going to rest them. And you guys can fire again and start re-engaging. Surprised to see Christian imagery in the game. Well, Christianity and Christian symbols are very important to inspiring the troops. So there's a lot of like there's like Bibles and crosses and stuff you can give as items, and different saints and things you can put on flags. So all right. So both of my serfs will engage the center. Our serfs have 1,600 guys in them, so we have a lot of manpower on these troops here. Let's fire into them. They're horribly inaccurate, though, as we can see. They're not really doing much damage. I'm going to fight the cavalry one more time, and then hopefully pressure it and try to overcome the right flank. I'm going to crash into these serfs and see if I can beat them. I have 800 Cossacks. Let's just see if I can take them on. If another area were to be added, would they have religious items too? I think so. That could be cool. I don't have plans at the moment to add more areas, just yet, at least. But yeah, everything will get the same level of attention. Alright, looks like my Cossacks are winning. I just don't know how these guys play. I don't know their stats, so I'm just afraid of like directly engaging. Let's chase these guys down. Come on, buddy. There we go. And they're a little worn out, so I'm going to let them... See how their stats are lower? Minus 25% combat effectiveness? That's because they're tired. So you just want to let them regenerate. And that stamina will go up, and as the stamina goes up, you're going to see our melee and our charge is going to start going back up. We don't want to be too worn out. You also take a stamina debuff on the impact of a charge. But yeah, I think I can just start to overcome their flanks. Start moving up. Let's go and do the charge. I'm going to charge everybody in and just stack the odds here. Just push in. I can't find the mod on Steam. I did post a link. Try that. Is that link appearing? We'll fast forward our melee. There we go. We broke him. There we go. Victoire. What do we get as our first items? Don't need these. Riding boots are good. Muskets are good. Alcohol's good. We don't need manpower like ever. Because we're gaining so much manpower passively. I probably would take the money or the veterancy to get off the... I honestly want the veterancy because I do not want these guys to be at serf level. They seem quite weak. So I want to get those promotions up quickly. I may even do just a day of drilling, and I just want to get these guys off the ground and get them to factory level. Yeah, so they need to be level 3. I don't think I'm going to drill yet. I think I'll have to fight one more battle before I drill. New brigades could cost 300. Probably don't need that right now. Give alcohol to the other cavalry. And who's the fast one? This guy focuses on speed, right? Stamina, move speed. So why don't we give him the boots and really stack speed into him. We can give accuracy to Rasputin because he's got the marksman. So we're going to stack... Damn, that's a lot of accuracy this gives. Does that really give 6 accuracy for a basic version of it? Wow. That's a lot. Well, I guess you lose 4 stamina, so that's tough. But look at all this. We're getting from items plus 14. And then if we give him a better... We got range, but worse reload. We're going to give him that. 46. So that should get his accuracy up way higher. This dude is just going to play into morale. I'm going to sell the cartridge box. I'm going to sell the musket. I'm going to sell the elevation screw. And keep moving. I'm also out of manpower, but look, we just refill it. As more peasants flock to our banner. We have 400. It's not really enough. I mean, I can open a brigade up. Let's see what the recruitment cost is. Rebel serfs, factory. Yeah, these are all normal units. 850, 350. Supplies available. I don't want to buy any manpower. I don't need it. I think we'll just save up. We'll do some encounters. Supply train. Set it ablaze, but we would need ammo to do that. Or we face a weak enemy army and get... I'll take that. I'll take the 4 items and face a weak army. We've got a saber for the cav. Blanket rolls for the cav. Maybe sell off the rest. Let's see. There we go. We've got a Cuirassier sword and a worn saber we can sell off. Blanket rolls. I don't think we really need this right now. Morale. We could give that to this guy because he's already got a morale. So we double stack the morale items. And then stamina 10 is great for Cossacks, isn't it? Who's got the better stamina, honestly? I'll double down on it. 80. So watch this. You open up a slot. 90. Damn, a basic canteen gives 10 stamina too. That's kind of insane. I've already got 90 on him compared to 77. So this guy can sprint and charge. This guy's supposed to be more my sprinter. But it's going to take some more items to get him up to that level. And then we're going to sell these 2 items. And let's go engage this army. It looks a little big. Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough army. Can we beat it? That's the question. I would lose 20% of my men. Let's serve recruits. Provincial cav. I need to take out all the provincial cav and then cycle charge against the recruits. I think I could take this on. I'm gonna get a big reward if I do, because it's a field army, and field armies have the 2 badges means you're gonna get more loot from it. So even if I took extremely high losses, it should be worth it. Someone made a mod here. Tweaking of stamina cost to make running, charging, and melee a little less brutal. Now have more freedom. Both ways. AI will... Oh, that's cool. That's neat. Alright, this is another new map. That's cool. We were playing on new maps today. This one's very advantageous. We get a forest with a river blocking it. I don't think there's anything else we really want to go for on this map besides the town, but it's too far away. I think we'll want to hold this river line in the forest. So let's move our guys in a column. He could be on the road because he's going to get even more speed, and we'll swing him around. And then I got to bunch up the Cossacks and find a way to take out all that cav. So this is one of their cav stats compared to one of mine. There's mine. Theirs and my other. Theirs and my other one. The only thing is their morale is pretty damn high. So I'm a little worried because my morale is about the same. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I could do is I could probably double stack the cavalry on an open area. Bring my general behind and boost the morale further. I think that's how I'd want to play it. And then move these guys up so they can use the forest and then hold the river line. We'll do that. The YouTube link for the map editor tutorial isn't working. I can check on that. Oh, the mod guide says you can't add new languages yet? Yeah, probably will be added another time then. What's their weapons? Rustic, rustic, rustic. Okay, we got lucky. All rustic weapons. We've got an actual... Oh, a Caucasus musket. That's cool. So we're going to hold there. We're in the forest. We've got our Cossacks on the right. And we've outranged them, so I'm going to hold fire because I want to get a good shot off within our effective range because you get all this range drop off. So I'm going to let them get nice and close. And once they decide to engage, they're running up to us now. Now I want to fire. And disrupt their opening volley. There we go. Okay. So here's all their cav. I'm going to double stack that charge and bring the general. Here we go. Come on, Vasily. Let's do it. Okay, good damage, good damage. We broke him. Let's keep going. Keep the charge going. Oh, geez, here's the next one. I'm going to bring one of my Cossacks out and cycle charge in. That may not even be necessary. I just want to get that momentum and fly in. Okay, we're good. And I'm going to just shatter them. Can we shatter them? I'm going to bring Vasily out. And can Sergei shatter them? Yes, we shatter them and get him out. There we go. How's our left flank doing? We're holding. We've got more provincial cav. I'm going to halt here. Let them rest. Sergei, you get out of there. And Vasily's going to countercharge. But I just want to get that stamina down. Or stamina up, I mean. 64 is good, though. Vasily's actually got great stamina. So it's up to 66 already. He's already down to 45. And now we charge in as he's worn out. There we go. And then we bring in Sergei, and now Sergei's going to charge in. Bring him in. Big Cossack battle. Will the peasants win? Okay, we're doing good. Shattered them. Let's bring back all the cav. Sergei's tired, but Vasily's got excellent stamina. We're going to move these guys back. And then we're going to let these guys convalesce on the right, and we're going to swing back in. All the enemy cavalry has been dealt with, and we're just holding the forest here. Rasputin is doing very good right now. Okay. But yeah, let me pause real quick and check to see if I can find the map editing tutorial for you. This will take 2 seconds. Let me just check it out. I'm gonna see if it's either in my videos. Nope. Or if it's in my other videos. Map editor tutorial. Unlisted. I'm gonna just make these public. And so they're now on my side channel, and I'll give them like nice looking thumbnails and stuff later. But I'm going to post a link. They're on my development channel. I made them public, so you can watch those. And as part of the modding tutorial, or sorry, as part of the modding update, guys, you can make your own maps. You can design your own maps. You can edit my maps. You can make them even bigger than this if you wanted to. You could double their size. You can do anything you want to. You can make a river map. You can make a forest map. You can do anything you want. Let's swing the Cossacks around. And then see if we can go help out over there. Unless, you know what? Unless we just want to power through this guy. But I kind of feel like he's at full strength. And if we get over there, we could knock one of these weak ones out. Maybe we do that. These guys are so tired. That's the issue. You want to get good items. Like these guys have the canteens. So look, they're at 63 stamina. These dudes are at 11. So... yeah, what are they? Their range is not very good, though, because they've got the worn muskets. Any chance of artillery nerfs? You can make regiments firing canister shot over... yeah, so, Thomas, we completely fixed all of that. First, the canister shot does way less damage. Second, you can't fire canister shot through enemy units anymore. Third, canister shot has less range. What else did we do? Fourth, you can't fire canister shot over light infantry anymore. And... I think that's about it. We buffed solid shot, though, so solid shot should be better, and so is counter battery fire. And canister shot is now way harder to use. There was also a bug that made it so that if you equipped items that increased your range, that was not being calculated with canister. So if canister said minus 50% range, for example, if canister shot said... let's say this was my regular range, and if I put elevation screws on and got extra range like that, canister shot says, let's say 50%, which would be there. When you got the extra range on it, it was not, like, updating it properly. And it would be, like, at here. And that's just way too much because I think the elevation screws brought it out too much. So it's now more balanced and will be more around this range still. So I think it should be better. I don't exactly understand. It was a while ago when we fixed it. I don't exactly understand what the precise issue was, but it is working much better now. I do know that. All right, our cavalry has moved over. We'll fast forward a little bit. I'm just playing very carefully. And all their troops are tired in the center, so we can rally our Cossacks and break them. Let's let them fire one more volley, and then we're going to charge across the river. All right, ready, and charge. Here we go. So they've fired their volley. They're already a little tired. Break straight into them. There we go. And let's cut these guys down. Hopefully we can get them down to shatter. There we go. Look at that. What a slaughter. Was the supply wagon random death fixed? I think it was, but then someone today just reported it's still there. So that's really odd to me. I thought we fixed it. So keep an eye on it. From my tests, we fixed it. But from whoever posted that report, for him it wasn't working. So you'll just have to see. Which I know is an unsatisfactory answer, but I thought it was fixed on my end. I had not had the bug myself, but he was saying that he was still getting it. So we're just gonna have to wait and see, and if it's still a problem, we'll definitely work on fixing that. Right, we got a rear charge going off. There we go, good rear charge. Follow them. Let's hit these guys now too. Excellent. Let's fire one more volley. There we go. And I'll swing these guys around to now go engage those recruits. And I'm going to have my guys just hunt down all of these. There we go. I'm just going to hunt all of them down. There we go. The Cossacks are doing excellent. Look at the blood trail they're leaving behind. Oh my gosh. Alright, we don't want to kill too many of these guys because the more you kill, the fewer you can trade in. Basically, after a battle, you can ransom the prisoners or exchange them. But if you kill all of them, they're not in the prisoner count, so you don't want to kill all of them. But the more you do kill, the more experience you get, so we can upgrade our Cossacks if they have a lot of kills. So it's kind of a trade-off. I'm going to see if I can ford the river. They are so tired. That's the issue. Are they going to charge me? No, they're just moving up. Okay. I'm going to let the infantry finish them off. Because they need the experience as well. I don't think the cav needs any more experience. There we go. Good flanking shot. I'm going to tell everyone to fire when ready, because their morale is so low, I think we can just break them. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, we got a lot of money from that. Very good. We can definitely get a new unit. And I want the cash for sure, because I want to get a good unit. And we're low on manpower, but our passive bonus is that we're gaining manpower daily. There's also an artillery bonus, so we do need to look into that. What do we want here? Charge? What's he already got? Loud? Damn, we have all melee. I don't want less accuracy, necessarily. I don't want less veterancy gain. I'd probably take Bloodthirsty. And we want to keep refilling. We have 593. We can definitely sell some stuff off. What's this bonus do? Artillery cost minus 30%. That's really good. Okay. So did I make Cossacks too OP? They use vanilla Cossack stats, but twice the numbers. I don't know if they're that OP. They're a little powerful because they have the numbers. I think they are going to dominate the game. I think they're going to be... Like, the way I see them right now is I'd probably make, like, half my army Cossacks. But yeah, I would say, you know what I would probably do is they all have 800. And Yike is the least useful. I would make Don 600, Orenburg 700, and Yike 800. That's what I would do there. Just so Yike has a niche to fill. And Orenburg isn't as good as Don, but he can shoot better and he has more numbers. And more numbers in shooting is good because you have more bodies that can fire. And then Don could be a little squishier, but has really great shock damage and morale. I think that's probably what I would do if you wanted all of them to have sort of a niche. You don't have to do that, though. You could even do like a 600 and double 800s or something like that, or double 600s and one 800. Otherwise, maybe the morale is a little bit high if they're this numerous. I would say anybody that's 800 in size, maybe their morale goes down a little bit, especially because it's like 35 and 60. I'm definitely going to go for the Cossacks. That being said, we do have to see how the higher tier units go. I would say the bigger concern is that your Rebel foot on the left is just completely inferior to the factory foot in almost every single way. The only thing that the veteran foot has is 5 extra reload. Everything is worse. So I think this would be a bigger priority to fix. And then these guys can upgrade into Rebel Serfs. That's the direction we want to go. Yes. And then what else do we want to do with them? These guys are good at shooting. That's at least the niche we're trying to do. We don't have anything for shooting. How's this guy? This guy's like, I'm just stacking morale items for fun onto him. Do you have anything that would boost morale even more? +2 there, but that's for melee. Not really. I think Sergei needs a little love. I feel like he's kind of being left behind a bit. So he's definitely going to get the Hussar Saber, which is for charging. And what's this one for? Melee. I feel like Vasily is hitting hard, and this guy moves quick. If he's moving quick, I want better charge, so yeah. And then nothing else I can really give him, unfortunately. So I bought that slot for nothing, but we'll fill it up later. And then we use this shop to sell off all this crap. Sometimes I like to keep one captured uniform because certain encounters will let you trade it in. We don't need the cannon. Horseshoe, no. Spirit rations, maybe. 6 charge is nice. I'd give that to another Cossack if I got another one. 670. What would we want with 670? I could just get 2 Rebel Serfs if I sold one more item, honestly. I think that's probably worth it. Just like if we just drop those, we go like that. We've got 2 more. And I can name these now. Does anybody have any name suggestions? 5Y and 6Y. Lavonovich. And you want a brown theme with him? Actually, I'll make this guy Lavonovich because he's already got kind of a brown theme going. We'll do brown and beige like that. I think that's cool. Yeah. And Henderson and orange. Like that. Orange and red looks nice. I like that. Cool. There we go. That's our 2nd brigade. And this guy, yeah, I don't want to move anyone to different commanders. I might burn this village down. Do I want to burn it? I think I do want to burn it because I earn passive reservists. So any action where I'm static, like drilling or burning villages, is actually good for this composition. Because look, I'm just gaining the manpower while I'm gaining food and money. I'm getting all 3 at once. So it is actually useful to do that. And this is more morale. And who am I? Ivan, I'm giving all the morale buffs, right? So let's see, what's this do? 6 morale. That one's not as good. Move speed and stamina. Who would I want to make? Maybe Henderson, or we'll do speed. Accuracy. Just so I remember. Morale. Stamina, probably. I would just say guard. I think Vasili's just gonna have everything. And Sergey will stack like more stamina-oriented items as we get them. Since this guy's speed, we'll give him the move speed and stamina. And I don't need the rest of those. We're gonna sell those when we can. And look, because we waited, we got all that extra manpower, which we can use to refill, which is very good. And we've got more encampments toward the center of the map and convoys towards the north. So I want to start slowly skewing up toward there. We've got cheap food that we don't need. I want to see that other unit tree. Is it Rebelfoot? No. Oh, who are these guys? Oh, shit. Oh, these guys are cool. Are these like... Is he still here? Raspel, are you still there? This is very cool. These guys are like, what do you call that? Like, I don't know what culture this is, but this is more like Central Asian, right? They almost look like Mongolian a little. That is very cool. Like Kalmucks and everything. 70 morale Kalmucks. That sounds fun. 45 charge, 45 melee, and 70 morale. So I really want the Kalmuk riders. Damn, that is so cool. Native hunters. Yeah, I would love to buy one of those. And at the stable, is there anything we want? Maybe saddles would be cool. Trade that in. Who needs saddles? This guy here, we want these saddles, right? 8 stamina, move speed. Look at that. That's perfect for him. So now we're up to 88 stamina. He's at 96. Is there anything we can steal with stamina? Nah, we'll keep it. Yeah, I love the steppe units. This is like a Mongolian theme that you could do. I love the this clothing looks so authentic too. Yeah, Central Asia. I love that. That's so cool. The fact that you redid all of these pieces on the uniform is just so impressive. I can't imagine how long it took to figure all this out. Like, if I had to make this mod, and I worked on this game, if I had to make that mod, that'd take me a while, honestly, to kind of figure out the modding structure and everything. Oh, no. Okay, I want to replenish. Whoa, I didn't want to fight them. Damn. Did not want to fight you. Only 4 units, though. I can beat these guys. Frontier recruits. Yeah, I can easily take them on. Okay. So, we've got our accuracy troops. We're going to put them on the hill. I'm going to take my cavalry, keep it in the corner. I'm not really going to use the cavalry as much, I think. I want to get my other troops a little bit of combat experience. This guy's got speed, so we can put him on the side. Morale is in the center, and then Lavanovich, who needs experience, can be there. That can kind of be our formation. I wouldn't even mind pulling him back into the forest like that, and I'm pulling him back. So it's kind of like this. And our speed serfs can be on the side. I'll put them in the deep rear so the enemy tries not to target them. And let's see what they want to do. They've got Pandur light infantry. And they've got their own like frontier, the traitor Cossacks. The treacherous Cossack brigade who's defected against our glorious peasant revolution. I'm going to move our speed Cossacks on the left. And our regular Cossacks are going to begin a deeper flank there. I do want to deal with the Pandur Musketeers. I might have my guard Cossacks just hit them and hope that we don't get shot up too much. Because firing at light infantry, it negates so much damage that I do not want to waste bullets on them. Let's hit them. Did I shoot one of my own guys? I shot 6 of my own dudes. Whoops. Yeah, this is where we're going to take some damage doing this charge. Alright, wow, there we go. let's get them out of there. Let's move here, there, get them out. And then I'm going to move these guys up. Let's advance. And I move my speed surfs across the river. I'm going to hold fire. Because if I fire at that max range, you see how it's outside of the red? If you hit out here, the damage is so low. You want to hit more in the red zone. So we want to hold fire, let them form up where they want to form. And then we can fire both at the same time to do a nice morale shock to them. Oh, I misdirected the volley half toward them and half toward them. Oh well. That's alright. Let's get these guys across. I think my Guard Cossacks are ready to charge again. The thing is, they're already Veteran 5. I want to get the infantry to get better stats. So I'm going to let them get some experience. There we go. I would not mind just wrecking that unit though. Let's keep firing at him and let's hit him. Beautiful. Just wipe. God, the Cossacks are real good. You just melt them. Right click and melt them. There we go. Nice. It's a bit OP. Yeah, a little OP. I think when the... Here's the thing. Anytime you play with the Cossack units, they're very good against recruits. The moment the enemy gets good melee units, it starts to become a little bit harder. You get grinded down a little. We have canister and 6-pounder, so it's really encouraging us. It wants us to use cannons. Socket bayonets are very good. Do I want more money? Probably. I don't need more reservists, because I'm gaining them passively. I'm not short on food because I don't have many units, so I'll take this. Yeah, Warden, it's definitely more of an early game boost, I would say for sure. If you play the vanilla game and you have the Cossacks, you want to take out as many patrols as possible. Just get as many battles in early game as possible to get a head start. Because by Act 3, when the enemy has a ton of foot guard units, suddenly wielding a bunch of light hit-and-run cavalry on a congested map that's full of units, full of elite guards, is not as useful. I've got about 20 minutes left before I have to head out, so I'm going to set a little timer. But I was hoping to get to like a bigger battle. Hopefully we can get a bigger battle. Let's specialize this guy in charging. Cavalry charge, that's great. I'll easily take that. We're getting very lucky with these traits. Look at that. So if this cavalry weren't, look at that, 47, but if I put him there, 54. So look at the buff he gets from the commander. That's very good. And then these bayonets, we want to give it to... We'll make this guy charging, I guess. And give him the better bayonet. There. We'll go to the battlefield. Cavalry clash? Well, that's our thing. Likely chance to get a cavalry regiment. Let's see. Oh, we got the Step Riders. That's awesome. That's a really fun unit I wanted to use. And we can make him go Kalmuk. I wonder what they look like in game. I bet the 3D model is normal because I do not have any hats that look like this. But the bust is certainly very cool. We're gonna call these guys Genghis. And then we'll do like a Mongolian flag. We do like maybe that. It's kind of like the flag. It has that circle with like the fire over it. But it, yeah, I don't know. I think that's kind of neat. But we could change the... Gosh, that's so cool. You can edit the hat and everything too. Probably make the whole thing brown. Oh, that's neat. I love this. That is very cool. I don't mind little color on it. Yeah, I like him. Oh, he's got a musket too. An Earl carbine, that's cool. That's neat. Could skirmisher infantry start with bayonets removed? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, we do have to edit. We've got to do some quality of life stuff regarding bayonets. Yeah. We need more manpower. Skirmish infantry is meant to have bayonets removed. It's not, but I think some quality of life features would be nice, so you can define which units start off with their bayonets or what formation they're in and that sort of thing. There we go. So we use that time to get some manpower. You know, 50 manpower per day isn't even that overpowered. Let's sell... I like spontoons for veterancy gain. Keep the canister. Let's sell that. And then cheese is for morale. Does our morale guy need cheese? Here, he's already got it. So let's sell that. And I've got veterancy gain. So who do we want to give veterancy gain to? Probably our accuracy guy, and we get him to be a shooter faster. 5 veterancy we need for that. And I'm hoping to pick up artillery, because look, artillery cost. Now, I wonder if the artillery cost means the cannons themselves or the units. I don't know. Ah, this is cool. So we can get another officer if we want to. I think it's a good call, because this one's only 54. So we'll grab him. Dimitri. We've got more manpower. Those Cossacks burn through my manpower. Let's carry on. And I want to avoid fighting just so we can get to encampments and stuff. Exiled officer. Well, damn, I just got an officer, so I'll just try to persuade him. Yeah, he didn't even join. We've got convoys and encampments. Let's swing over and knock out encampments. We're going to go through the forest. In forced march, because we got plenty of food. Malnourished. Damn, I just have to give them some food. Ooh, don't kill us. Okay, he did not spot us. He's going to the other village. That's good. We're going to cut through the forest. And get to this little encampment in the forest over here. Going very slow. How's our time? 135. Retired veteran. I could pay him to join us. I would like to pay him to join us. What do we get? Perfect. A 30% veterancy gain, drill master. That's excellent. Let's give him to Vasily. Do I buy? No. Well, here's what we do. Damn, I love all these items. Temporarily drop this. Give him the drill master. And refill using the manpower we picked up, and to speed up the refill and to get him over the threshold, we'll drill, which boosts replenishment speed and gains passive experience. And using the drill master, it should go even faster. There we go. So we hit veterancy 6 just like we wanted. We use that to go Don. And now this guy's going to be unstoppable. And then we drop the drill master, give him back his canteen. And then who needs that drill master? Maybe Genghis? And then we carry... Oh, I did not mean to do that. Then we carry on. We have to go to one more encampment. So we're going to start swinging south. We have 66 food left. Let's go to foraging, just until we're out of the forest, because we probably won't use any food then. And now let's... There we go. Let's go here. Grab a little bit of food. Lots of cool units here. Again, I'm curious with artillery costs if that's artillery units or guns. And does anybody else get an upgrade? No, they do not. I'll sell this off. And maybe we pick up one more unit. Native Hunters. That's kind of cool. Can we afford him? 850, we cannot. But if we don't buy anything, we can afford him if we fight this battle and win. So this is a larger battle. They've got a full brigade, including musketeers and hussars. So this one's a bit harder now. Okay. What map is this? Okay, this one's just a standard map. This is our guard, Don Cossacks. They're nice and big. Here are our Genghis Cossacks. What else have we got? Sergei. Put him on the left. And then we just have our line. Front and center. Let's advance. Cavalry on the flanks. I'm not really using terrain to my advantage, I guess, but garrison recruits, garrison musketeers. This guy's got nice long range with the Caucasus musket. Not sure what my strategy is yet. I think I want to move the cavalry around to start harassing the back line. If I can avoid that forest, that'd be nice, but I think I have to go through it. Same over here. And I suppose I can just try to enter that forest. These guys don't need to enter any forest. I could probably move over there, though, to take the building. It looks like they are responding to me. I don't want to get hit. They're responding to me as well. Okay, here we go. That's my 10-minute warning. So I think it unfortunately might be my last battle, which is a shame. Because I wanted to get some more upgrades and check out the other units and everything. But I'm really liking the mod so far. I would play this in my free time just to see how far I can get. Because I do enjoy the regular... Oh, fuck. The regular Cossack. Damn, I might lose that. They have the same charge stat as me, but higher morale. But I have more men. If I can bring my Cossacks over, I might be able to rescue them. They have an officer, too. I think the manpower advantage will win me this fight. Yeah, I shredded them. That's awesome. They might recover. See that morale? They might recover past that threshold. So I need to wipe them out. And we're going to move these guys around here. Okay, he's done. Let's hit him. But yeah, I tend to like the Cossack army in the vanilla game, so I think this is a very fun mod. Because I like using the fast cav. Genghis is a little tired. I forget that he's not as upgraded as the other ones. This dude's got 103 max stamina, the guard Cossacks. So he can just fly. I think if I hit that garrison recruit one more time, it's gone. It's cool being the peasants in the Peasants' Rebellion. I do like that a lot. Usually in games like EU4 and stuff, you're always putting down Peasants' Revolts, but it's fun to be part of them. Let's see if we can just hit these guys straight in the back. I'm gonna hit them with carbines too. There we go. Wow, the morale damage, holy shit, on a rear charge is crazy. Might be too high. Because I buffed rear charges for the update. But these guys, I mean, this is a mod, so I don't know. But it's only 75 charge damage. I'm sure you could get that over 100. Technically, I'm rear charging recruits as well, so it's kind of a bad example. Yeah, like garrison recruits with 16 melee skill aren't really a great example to balance around, especially if they only have 19 morale. So yeah, actually maybe what I did was actually appropriate given the status of that unit and its stats. This guy is exhausted now, though. The rear charge should still do it. Not as extreme. Okay, yeah, that seemed appropriate. I think it's fine. These guys are too tired now. I'm going to run them back. I'll fast forward a bit. Let the infantry clean up. Guard Cossacks, I might just charge them in. Slam into them, yeah. God, the guard Cossacks are crazy. Look at that, oh my gosh. I'm on the highest speed using a mod, by the way. That's why the speed is so fast. There's a fast speed mod. I can go wipe this guy out, too. There we go. Wipe them out. I renamed Observation to Garrison. Yeah, that's a great idea, Raspel. We have 1,000 gold, which is fantastic. Veterancy or money? I will take veterancy. Yeah, I did not mean to swear if I said the F word. I apologize. I do that on my side channel. I shouldn't do that here. Kudashev can be more for like shooting or morale or something. Infantry accuracy, I like that. And then we could swap our accuracy guy over there. So look, we've gone from 62 to 68 by giving him the correct officer. And we go factory serve. He can go factory artillery, but I don't think I want to do that. What's the side channel? I will link you to my side channel. Armchair History Interactive. It's this one here. Factory foot. There we go. Yeah, I'm getting everybody upgraded nicely now. And I'd like to get a recruit eventually whose whole purpose is going to be going down the artillery route. But I don't want to take my morale Cossacks and make them go down the artillery. I don't think I do, at least. I could move him down artillery, but I'd rather... Look, I have one open slot left. I think I'd give that to the artillery unit. Also, I'll move Genghis over here and have these guys in the shooting area. I think that makes sense. Sell all that. And buy a good unit of native hunters. They have... I think this is a light infantry unit. Let's see. Light infantry, that's cool. And it does mean we don't have the artillery that we wanted. We're going to get another Cossack if we secure an encampment. So we're going to go off the... there's a Russian field army of 15,000 men. Oh gosh, I had an artillery piece that I sold. I could have traded that in. I also had a field work. Won't be able to do that. That's alright. Let's check this outpost. Unmanned. Dismantle it. Or garrison. You know, I could take my new unit and just bring him down a bit. And if I garrison it, it delays the HQ by a week. So we're going to dump those troops in and see how it just pushed that back. And then we'll replenish him. And this is the last encampment, and then we get a Cossack unit. Probably open up this new brigade soon. Another one where we've got to feed them. And we got the Cossack. Beautiful. By the way, that console comes up, this one here, because I have the modding tools enabled, so anytime something goes wrong or there's like a little error in the background that, in this case, it's like a UI thing, it doesn't even matter, then I get a pop-up, but you can just ignore that, it's not relevant. But I have this nice little Cossack unit here. What's his stats? He's got horrible accuracy, 70 morale. How does he compare to my, what is it, my Vasily Cossack? 69. How do you enable that? I think what you do is, you go into general launch options and do dash modding, which is in the mod guide. That's in the mod guide. Okay. And then we've got convoys to secure, but yeah, we've got a nice big army. I think I do have to go, but I would love to go up and take on the 15,000 men with my army and see if I could beat them. I'm a little bit weak, but I'd be excited to try it. They still have no artillery. Oh, there's the foundry. So is this normally... This is not cheaper. 30%. Yeah, that's not discounted, I don't think. No. So what this bonus really means is an artillery unit is cheaper, but none have appeared. Oh, look at this guy. You know, I wonder if it tells me what the renowned units are. Look at how many unique units there are for this. This is really incredible. Did he rename any of the other guns? Moscow muskets, Ural muskets. Yeah, that's cool. So he renamed them. I like that. I can open up that new brigade soon. I need a little bit more money. So what would I do to make that money? Probably sell this. Get the 3rd Brigade up, and then I can get these guys in. And look, they've got a really good sword, too. I may even switch it. Since this is my guard, I want him to be decked out. And I think that's where I'm at. I really wanted to like build out an artillery unit. This guy looks really cool. The Rebel Foot. He looks neat. But I think I gotta go. But this is a really cool mod. I wish I could engage a larger army for you guys. Let me go take a look at what the battle would look like. Let's see. Maybe I could... You know what I'll do? Why don't I fight the battle on the highest speed? Oh, fuck. I forgot about... Oh, I just cursed again. Sorry, guys. I ran out of food because I was not paying attention. What would I do? I could go over here, get the food. I'm bleeding the manpower. There we go. Yeah, sorry for the swearing. I need to watch my mouth. I would sell... I don't want to sell my Spontoon. That's a shame. Maybe I don't have to sell anything. Maybe I can just go after him. Okay, yeah. And I will max speed the battle. I'm going to max speed the battle, see if I can get through it, and then I got to wrap up. I don't think I'll win this because I rushed into it and didn't manage my logistics properly. But we'll see how things go. This is my new unit in blue. These are all my cavalry. My native hunters. That's cool. But cavalry, you know, I'll stack all my cavalry on one flank to be really powerful. And we're only gonna use the highest 2 speeds to fight the battle. Can I get a shot off in time? No, I cannot. Damn, I thought I could maybe get the artillery. Enemy is playing defensively because they've got artillery. You can see they're holding back their lines. Oh, can I snipe him? Oh, is he gonna let me snipe him or no? Does he not like that? I don't think he likes it. Oh, I can't really get the shot off. Damn. He baited me. I could not get him. Let's hold him back there. Alright, here we go. Oh my gosh, the morale on this, holy shit, is 80. Wow, these guys are nuts. Gosh, what the hell am I gonna do? Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Everyone go in. Oh, oh, that was bloody. We got him though. We're just stacking all the Cossacks together. Come on, guys. Okay, alright. I've taken a little bit of losses. It's alright, we're gonna go for the artillery next. They do have a lot of artillery, which is good for me. They are turning, though. They're turning their guns. Hopefully they don't have canister. I don't know if they do or not. That guy loaded canister rounds, but I think I'll make it before he gets me. Oh gosh, if one of those cannons loads, now we're good, we got lucky. Oh, pushing the Cossacks. A little too hard, let's pull back. They're exhausted. Get out of there. Alright, and the infantry's getting the hell beat out of them. Come on, peasant rebels. I'm gonna hold these guys back because they're all exhausted. So I just want to replenish their stats, and then I'll try to overcome the whole left flank there. I'm gonna peel back. Same thing with these guys. I'm gonna peel them back too. Keep them within the general radius. There we go. How are these guys doing? Slowly regaining. Very slow. I'm going to start moving. Anybody who's already regained, I'm going to start moving now. Not in a sprint, though. Just a walk. God, Genghis. Genghis is the worst stamina ever. You got to move, buddy. He's got horrible stamina. We're doing okay on the flank over there. Alright, Cossacks, let's go. You've replenished your stamina. This dude... You know why he's not replenished his stamina? They have to reload. And so they're tired doing that. So this Genghis has got to hold back. Okay, keep pushing, guys. Keep pushing down the flank. We lost one Cossack. We lost one. We're exhausted again. We lost another. Alright, I'm gonna pull them back and move the general over, I guess. Not too far. Uh-oh. Oh, we moved too far. And it resulted in the hunters retreating. That's alright. Let's bring him back. And bring him back. These guys are still reloading. Come on, guys. The reload is that bad? Is that why? Yeah, they just have horrible stamina. I gotta hold them back. Damn, my morale's pretty low. Who do I want to go for if I mass charge? Maybe through the center there? I want to wait till that volley is fired. And then I'll try to push through the center. There we go. Go, go, go. There we go, guys. Almost lost one Cossack. Got their artillery. Just push through them. Let's hit these guys. They're exhausted. Hopefully we can do some damage. Oh, they're pulling back. Okay. Wow, the Itel's Cossacks did well. These guys recovered. They just need to get in there. I'm gonna go follow them. Lost them. We're holding. It's close. Let's see if we can get them. Okay, we got them. Okay, guys, they have one unit left, right? I think we got this. Okay, they're gone. We have 2 Cossacks left. We're about to break. I think we have to rely on the infantry, who should be able to win this. Because we've got our accuracy Cossack in the front with 59 accuracy, which is actually better than the Russian musketeer. Just get our like hunter units in the front. These guys I don't want to charge in. Their morale is so low, they're just going to break on impact. There we go. Okay, that was a little bloody. Little bloody. We would need to take the food from this as well. Definitely need to take the food. 868. Tons of loot, which is awesome. Tons of loot. And we want to take provisions. Yeah, we need the food. And we get a free doctrine. I like this idea. Generate ammunition daily. Yeah. Because now we're generating manpower daily and ammo daily, so we're like our own independent host that can go and make its own production as it camps out. We did suffer a ton of losses, though, which are hard to replenish. I need to find manpower. And that's it. I do have to stop there, guys. At least we got to fight a cool battle. That was a fun, difficult battle. And what we would do is we'd probably go back to this village. We already defeated the patrol next to it, so we'd be safe to go to that village. We'd probably buy a bunch of manpower and replenish. And then, yeah, this HQ is even bigger with 16,000. But winning that battle gave us so much experience and items that that battle, if we recover against the headquarters, should be more viable. So I think we set ourselves up well. But that was fun, guys. Thank you for joining me. The game is called Master of Command. You can find it here on Steam. We've got 92% positive. Very good. You can check out the game here. And then the Steam Workshop is there, and there's plenty of mods to check out. And then finally, our Discord is linked here. And so you can join our community. Take care, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.